In a powerful and unprecedented ruling, the National Court of Papua New Guinea has ordered the state and a doctor from Port Moresby General Hospital to compensate a woman who underwent a medical procedure without her consent. The case has now become a landmark in PNG's legal and health history, one that exposes the urgent need for accountability, compassion, and respect for human rights within our medical system. The court found that the woman, who was a patient at Port Moresby General Hospital, had a tubal ligation performed, a surgical procedure that permanently prevents pregnancy. Shockingly, it was carried out without her informed consent. This revelation sent shockwaves across the country, raising deep concerns about how patient rights are treated in Papua New Guinea's hospitals. The woman took her case to court, standing firm against both the hospital and the state, demanding justice for what she called a violation of her body and her dignity. After a long and painful legal process, the court ruled in her favor, awarding her $310,750 in damages. The amount may not erase the trauma, but it stands as a powerful acknowledgement that what happened to her was wrong and unlawful. In his ruling, the presiding judge stated that every patient has a fundamental right to make decisions about their own body, and that no medical procedure, no matter how minor, should ever be performed without clear, informed, and voluntary consent. This decision upholds one of the most important principles in medical ethics, the right to autonomy. It reminds doctors, nurses, and all healthcare professionals that their duty of care begins with respect for the patient's choice. Health experts say this case should serve as a lesson for every medical worker across Papua New Guinea, from urban hospitals to rural aid posts. Too often, patients, especially women, are treated without proper explanations of what's being done to them or why. But as this case has shown, such negligence can lead to legal consequences and destroy public trust in the healthcare system. Port Moresby General Hospital, being the country's main referral hospital, is now under close watch. The public is demanding stronger oversight, better staff training, and proper documentation of consent procedures. The court ruling has sparked calls for reforms to ensure patients are not only treated medically, but treated with dignity and respect. Legal experts also view this as a turning point for medical law in Papua New Guinea. It signals that the courts are willing to hold both individual doctors and the state responsible for any form of professional misconduct or rights violation in hospitals. It also sets a precedent, meaning future cases involving medical negligence or lack of consent will likely refer back to this judgment as a guiding example. For decades, the issue of medical accountability in Papua New Guinea has been buried under bureaucracy and lack of awareness. Many patients, especially those from rural communities, do not know their rights. They sign forms without understanding what they mean. Others undergo operations or treatments they never agreed to. But this case has reignited public awareness. It has opened a national conversation about ethical standards in healthcare and the need to protect patients' voices. As the news spreads, professional health associations and advocacy groups have urged hospitals to strengthen internal monitoring systems, conduct refresher training for staff, and ensure that all medical decisions are backed by written and informed consent. Medical officers are being reminded that a patient's signature is not just paperwork, it is a symbol of trust. Breaking that trust can have lifelong consequences, both for the patient and for the profession. The woman who won the case may not have her experience erased, but her courage has made history. She stood up for her rights, and in doing so, she stood up for countless others who may one day find themselves in the same situation. This ruling, therefore, is not just about one woman. It's about a nation recognizing that human dignity must never be compromised in the name of medical convenience. It's a call for every nurse, doctor, and health worker in Papua New Guinea to remember their oath, to serve with care, compassion, and respect. As the country reflects on this important decision, one thing is clear. Our health system must not only heal the body, it must also protect the rights and humanity of every person who walks through its doors.